If you're not making progress in your language learning, it's not because you're lazy, and it's not because you don't have the talent either. It's because you're using the wrong method. Let me explain. Most people waste hundreds of hours doing things that don't actually work. They use apps, they watch videos on YouTube, they try to memorize grammar rules, and they still can't hold a simple conversation. Why? Because they're not focusing on the three things that matter most. Number one is that they're not learning enough words. Number two is that they're not memorizing useful sentences. And number three is that they're not training themselves to speak actively. That's the whole game. If you fix these three things, you can learn to speak a new language in 3 months or less. Here's exactly how to do it. First, you need to memorize vocabulary way faster. And for this, you should use mnemonic associations. You don't just read a word over and over again and hope it sticks, or try to learn it through input. That's really slow and it doesn't work. Instead, you should create vivid mental images to memorize the words. Something weird and memorable. Make it emotional. The stranger the image is, the faster your brain will memorize it and remember it long term. And this is how you can learn hundreds of sentences every week and retain them long term. The second thing you need to do is to build your language islands. These are your personal scripts for real-life conversations. They're not random textbook phrases. I'm talking about full sentences you would actually use in your daily life. Things you say when ordering food or when introducing yourself, talking about yourself, your job, your family, your hobbies. Write everything down in English or whatever your native language is. And then translate it all into the language you're learning and create audio files. And then listen to them, read them, and memorize the lines. Once you've learned your own lines, you'll do well in 80 or 90% of all real-life conversations, easily. You can get there really fast. And the third thing you need to do is to train your speaking skills actively, with shadowing and active recall. Don't wait to feel ready to speak. Don't have a 6-month input silent period. None of that nonsense. Start speaking from day one. Start speaking today. Listen to sentences and repeat them aloud. And then test yourself. Try to translate from English into the target language. And then look at the answers for feedback. And do this over and over again. This is active recall. And that's how you build speaking fluency. By making yourself think in the language and to actually speak it. Even if you're alone, if you're shy, if you don't have anyone to speak to, it doesn't matter. You can do this all day, every day. Just talk to yourself. You can talk to yourself all day, every day. You can do this while going for a walk, pretending to speak on the phone. You can do it while working out. You can do it while cooking, anything. Even while working out. Yes, I train my language skills while I'm doing push-ups, squats. Now, here's the part no one talks about. If you don't know the right words and sentences, you will never feel confident speaking. That's why it all starts with vocabulary. You need to learn vocabulary and complete sentences way faster. That's why I've designed a system, a structured way to learn as much vocab and as many sentences as possible, as fast as possible. And then you just build fluency through practice. This is the exact method I've used to learn over a dozen languages. Thousands of people have already become fluent using this system. If you want to check it out, there's a link in the description.